Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. Let's kick off today's video with a story about volunteering gone wrong, where one guy learns the hard way that saying yes too often makes you everyone's personal errand boy, until they suddenly don't want you at all. But before we begin, best way to support our channel is to leave comments, like, and subscribe with the turned-on bell so you don't miss the new video every single day. Here we go. They wanted my help, just not my presence. So now they get neither. This involves a church, but it isn't a bad church. There was this hurricane, and they really did spend their money to put homeless people into hotels and feed them until they had places to live. They always need volunteers, and if you are conflict avoidant like me, 50-year-old male, you get asked to do lots of stuff. I mean, if I'm already there, okay, I'll do it, I guess. If you have a hard time saying no, you will be taken for granted for sure. I got asked to make the coffee. Making coffee for like 150 people. I don't even drink coffee, and I said yes. What's wrong with me? There's some training. I did the training. I show up on my day, and I'm in the kitchen getting ready to make the coffee just the way I was told, and someone comes in and kicks me out. They won't take any of my excuses. I need to get out now. I comply to keep the peace. I guess they were tired of people helping themselves to food, maybe? Personally, I think it was because I'm male and women tend to run that kitchen. I don't know. What I do know is I never made that coffee and never will. If I'm not welcome in the kitchen, you can make the coffee. You obviously don't need me. I got asked to help with the security system. I live and work near the church. You get notified when it goes off. When that happens, you can go to the church and turn off the alarm and call the alarm people. I'm ideal because I'm so close so much of the time. I don't even need to drive. They train me and I get the codes and everything. Well, everything was all set, and then the person who trained me remembers something and leaves for a bit. When they come back, they say that someone high up objected to me being security because I was not a member of the church. Being a member is more than showing up. It's more than giving money. You have to declare your allegiance and be baptized in front of the whole congregation. Baptized somewhere else doesn't count. You have to do it over. It's a whole spectacle. While I don't mind religion, I detest spectacle. I've dodged this particular honor. I'm not going to ever be a member. Besides, when I first came, a deacon told me to find somewhere else because my kids were loud. If I'm tolerated but not welcome, I'll be present and not a member. Now the person doing the training probably counts beans and thinks if she gets me to become a member, she saved my soul and she'll be higher up some ladder to heaven or something. She probably thinks this made-up story, my analysis, about some high-up anonymous person objecting to my placement as a security officer will make me sign up to become a member right away. I will not. Instead, I will agree and comply with that anonymous person's concerns. So I say that I would never want to make anyone uncomfortable with my position as a security officer for the church. You should definitely have someone who's trusted by the whole congregation. I guess I'll have to step down from this responsibility and let you find the right person for the job. It's really unfortunate that someone so close and convenient to the church who's been here a long time asked to step down, but what can be done? They offered to talk with the person who objected to see if there was some compromise. I assured her that I saw no compromise possible. Trust is the currency of church security. I must humbly step down and reflect on my distrustful character. The pastor talked to me about all this and offered to fix things. He said membership used to be a big deal and isn't so much anymore. I declined. I don't mind volunteering, but I won't fight anyone to do it. For me, volunteering has to be consensual by all involved. Do I really want to spend my volunteer hours arguing with self-appointed gatekeepers when I could be sleeping in or reading a book? I still help out now and again, informally, for one-time things when they're stuck, and I have one regular duty that I like and no one dares harass me about because it's technical, but I say no to anything else. After all, there's some anonymous person who has made me step down from these kinds of positions in the past, and I wouldn't want to go through the trouble of joining this or that committee only to be told about objections after the fact. This story helps me say nope. This story helps me say nope is the best line in your entire story. It makes me happy that they gave you an easily accessible reason to stand up for yourself. And our second story. Fine, we'll gladly let you leave. This happened recently. We have a monthly local basketball event, normally 4 to 6 hours. It's all in good fun, and we often play under the winner stays on rule. Originally, people would create a team and come play. This way you could play with your friends, but it used to cause an issue with good players only wanted to play with good players, and sometimes bad teams only wanted to play with their friends, making it uncompetitive. If you come late or you don't have a team, you're often treated as a sub. So now LJ, the event organizer, makes sure teams are spread out to ensure everyone gets a chance of winning and staying on. My team consisted of myself, a guy LJ knew from playing in the park, we'll call him Parker, 3 other guys, Tony, James, and Mello, all fake names. LJ thought we were a decent team as Parker and I play often, as well as Tony being quite tall. We just played our first game and we lost. It wasn't a big deal, as we often always just treat these as a feeler game to see how intense and good everyone's playing. Parker took a majority of the shots because he wanted to play point, a position where you start with the ball. I didn't complain as I wanted to know his play style. The team we lost against was good, but they weren't amazing. Second game comes around, played them again. Parker's doing the same thing and I playing well. I have 6 out of our 6 point, playing 1s and 2s. It's a tied game at Parker is ball hogging and missing. I keep calling for the ball, but he's just forcing shots up with multiple defenders on him. We end up losing, and he is hot. He's shouting and complaining about how we should have done better, to which one guy goes, "He's not passing the ball." This man has the audacity to then lie and go, "What do you mean? I'm the only one keeping our team in the game." I kicked off and shout, "We had 6 points. I scored all 6 points. Shooting and scoring aren't the same thing." He's now mad and complaining about how we're holding him back. We've been there for about 1 hour, and one of the guys on the team we lost to has to go for a collection. Parker's still shouting and complaining about how we're holding him back and talks about how he's now leaving us for a better team. We were more than happy for this to happen. During events, it's often when you have a team, you stick to that team in the name of fairness and don't allow changing. Once this man left, we stopped losing and went on massive winning streak, beating Parker repeatedly. He was doing his antics with the other team as well. Eventually, the guy came back and they didn't need him anymore. This man then had the audacity to try and weasel himself back into our team. We rejected him under the pretense of, "We already have a full team, sorry." He was livid and went to LJ complaining, but there was nothing he could do because it was his decision to originally leave when he didn't have to. I really never understood the mental gymnastics that lead to people thinking, when the team fail, it's your fault, yet when I don't put in any effort, I still deserve a part of the reward. I certainly don't have a need of understanding the mental gymnastics either. And our last story. My neighbor thought my pool was a public amenity, so I called the cops. I, 25-year-old female, have lived in my house my entire life. My parents bought it decades ago, and when they moved out, they gave it to me when I turned 21. The house is my home, and with it, my backyard pool, a beautiful in-ground pool that my family has enjoyed for years. Then came Sarah, 31-year-old female, my new neighbor. And let's just say she wasn't a fan of my property lines. The first time I met Sarah, she knocked on my door with a forced smile and a ridiculous request. Sarah: "Hi, so I noticed you have a pool." Me: "Yep." Sarah, laughing awkwardly: "Well, you know, I have a son and he loves swimming. I was wondering if you'd mind if we used it sometimes." "It's so hot and I don't think it would be a big deal." Me: No, my pool isn't public." "I don't even know you." Sarah's smile dropped instantly. Sarah: "Wow, that's pretty selfish. We're neighbors. We should be helping each other out." Me: "Yeah, well, neighbors also respect boundaries. My answer is no." I closed the door thinking that was the end of it. Oh, how wrong I was. A few days later, I came home from work and saw something strange, wet footprints leading from my backyard gate to my driveway. The pool toys I never used were floating in the water, my lounge chair had been moved, and most disturbing of all, the gate to my backyard was slightly open. I checked my security cameras, and there they were, Sarah and her son in my pool splashing around like it was a community water park. Marching straight to her house, I knocked hard on the door. She opened it with that same fake smile. Me: "Sarah, did you seriously break into my yard to use my pool?" Sarah, rolling her eyes: "Oh, relax, the kids just wanted to cool off. It's not like we hurt anything." Me: "You trespassed into my yard. That's illegal." Sarah, crossing her arms: "You weren't using it." I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. Me, I'm telling you right now, if I catch you doing this again, I'm calling the cops. Sarah, laughing dryly, go ahead, they're not going to do anything over some water. She slammed the door shut in my face. That was mistake number 2. I reinforced my fence, locked the gate, and added a no trespassing sign. I figured that would be enough to send the message. Nope. A week later, I came home early from work and heard splashing. Oh, hell no. I stormed into my backyard, and there they were, Sarah, her kid, and 2 of her friends lounging in my pool. Me, what the hell are you doing? Sarah, startled but recovering quickly. Oh my God, calm down, it's just a swim. Me, are you insane? Get out of my pool. Sarah, huffing, getting out of the water like I was being ridiculous. You're seriously overreacting. I pulled out my phone. Me, I'm not overreacting, I'm calling the cops. Sarah, laughing nervously. Wait, seriously? Me, dead serious. The cop showed up 10 minutes later and Sarah tried to play the victim. Sarah, oh officer, she's just being so mean. We just wanted a quick swim. I thought she wouldn't mind. The cop turned to me. Cop, do you want to press charges? Me? Absolutely. Sarah's smug expression disappeared. Sarah, wait, what? Cop, ma'am, you were warned. This is trespassing. And just like that, she was officially charged with trespassing. She had to pay a fine and was ordered to stay off my property. If she ever stepped foot in my yard again, she would face arrest. Sarah thought she could bully me into sharing my pool. Instead, she ended up with charges and a permanent trespassing record. Maybe next time she'll buy her own damn pool. I will never understand people like Sarah. Why can't you listen the first time and continue living peacefully with your neighbor? I bet the public pool wasn't that far from their house, but no, you have to make a drama. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.